Hi, it's Steve Wiggett with your 2017 market wrap-up and the outlook for 2018 with a few predictions. Actually, I'm here with my lovely assistant, Lola, although it looks like I'm going to be having to carry the ball for most of this video. Anyway, it was a phenomenal year, best year ever for the real estate board in London. I've been in the business since this. I think there's still a little bit of resemblance there. And I've never seen a market like it was last year in 2017, and nobody else has for that. So within London, there were 7,691 sales. That was up 10% over 2016. And 2016 was a record-breaking month. So it was just unbelievable activity. So just to give you a sense of what it was like, here's an interesting stat. So this is the sold for asking price or more of the listings that were on the market. So the average over 2017 in London, 56% of the listings were selling for full price or more. And the ones that sold for more, the average price was $20,593 over the asking price. Unbelievable. So the months of March, April, May, June, which traditionally are the really hot months in real estate, there was a full 72% of the listings selling for full price or more, and the average price over the asking price, $32,000. Unbelievable. Obviously, it was a seller's market, and 80% of the listings were selling. So of every 10 listings on the market, 8 of them sold, and that translates into a seller's market. Now, a balanced market is between 40 and 60% of the listings selling, and a buyer's market is less than 40% of the listings. I can't remember the last buyer's market, to be honest, but it's been a phenomenal couple of years here in the London marketplace. So what about the buyers? Well, if you're a buyer, there's lots of upside still left in London, and when you compare us to Kitchener, Waterloo, Guelph, or any of the other cities closer to the GTA, we're at least 125, 150,000 less. And of course, when you go to Toronto, we're like about 600,000 less. We're about a third of the price. So there's still lots of upside here. Of course, be smart, buy smart, stick to a great location. Of course, get a good realtor. That's going to help you. And still lots of opportunities within our market. We have great healthcare, great schools, university town, college town. It's safe. Great for families, tons of trees, and our reputation is absolutely stellar. So that's part of what happened last year. There were a lot of people coming down from Toronto, and pretty tough to buy a house when the average price is $900,000 and change, and just the income required for that. Only about 20% of the people who buy a house in Toronto can afford that, whereas in London it's closer to 45%, 50%. So it's a lot more affordable, a little different pace here, but you're only 2 hours from the big city. So that had a big impact on our market last year. So what else? Now, if you're curious about new builds, typically the average number of new builds is about 2,000, well, it is 2,228 in 2011, 2016. And CMHC, Canadian Mortgage Housing Corporation, when I saw their presentation in November, they were predicting between 3,400 and 3,700 new builds for 2017. And for next year, they're looking at 2,700 to 3,200. So that's still way above the average of about 2,200. So that segment of the market was booming as well. So what else can I share with you? Well, listings. So listings were down last year. Actually, it was the third lowest level in the last 10 years. But when you look at the number of listings and compare them to the number of sales we had, it was worse for the listings because there were so many sales. So what's going to happen in 2018? I think we're going to see a similar market, although maybe not as buoyant for prices. And by the way, in 2017, the average price was up 18.2%, and in the City of London was $336,746. So it did bump up, but that's the new reality. And again, our reputation is great as a community, so those prices are going to continue to climb. They won't climb as quickly as they did last year, but still a great market. So when I'm looking at, it's February 2nd today, so I'm looking at the number of listings in the City of London itself, and as of today there are 399 listings for sale. Breaks down 74 condos, 325 single family. And if you take out the new builds, so these are new homes, and now a lot of the new homes are to be built too, so even if you buy one, you can't move move in next week. The total number of listings in London is 165. That is just astounding. It's definitely supply and demand, of course, affecting the market. Everybody knows that's how it works. And so for this year, we're going to see another crazy spring, in my opinion, and hopefully we'll see a few more listings, because at that level, it's just going to be a lot of competition for the buyers. That's just the way it's going to go. So I think 2018 is going to be a good year for London. We're going to see probably not as many sales as last year, and the prices will not go up as high, but it's still a great market. As I said, you compare us to the rest of Ontario, we are a great city to invest in. Anyway, give me a call. I'll get you moving.